Hey family, welcome back to our family. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you. I hope all is well with you this morning. Today, as you can tell by the title, is going to be our tour of this room in depth. Tour of this room as well as the guest bedroom it's now in use, but it wasn't when I recorded it yesterday. And I added a little clip of us yesterday out to eat as well, just to toss in here so that you can kind of see my beautiful children and grandbabies. So stay tuned for that at the very end. And I'm actually on day number 2 of hunt for stuff for the bridal shower. Anyway, so enjoy this video. But before I go, you see him? Thelma? I know you're watching. Do you see him? He is now part of my filming. He is our guest that will frequent our videos, courtesy of Thelma, one of the YouTube family members on here, who felt like he stayed in trouble because he sat over there with his back to us. So now he's here facing us, and she called him a rat, and he's actually an elephant reading a book. Thelma. So here he is. You guys can give him a name if you choose. I don't care. But Thelma didn't like the fact that he sat over there with his back to us, so he is now part of the family. So I'm headed out, but I want you guys to enjoy this video. You are welcome to the woman who son I mentioned in yesterday's Dear Sharon. She saw it, and she saw all the wonderful comments that the family came together to give and support her family. So anyway, you're welcome, love. That's what we do here. Hugs and kisses, family. I'll see you guys when I get back, or maybe not, I don't know. I'm piecing this DIY thing together for the bridal shower. We'll talk about that later. But in the meantime, enjoy the little miniature tour of this room as well as the guest bedroom, and how I set things up. In the meantime, stay blessed, stay positive. Don't let anybody dictate your mood. Be kind to others even though they're not kind to you. Do something wonderful for somebody, and just know that you are a beautiful person. Yeah, you watching this video, you're beautiful, and I love you, and I thank you guys for all your support. See you in another video. Hugs and kisses. For the last time. Bye. Give him a hug and kiss. Bye, y'all. Okay, family. Let's take a tour of the new cozy living space. Okay, so this is, let me get over here on this side because it'll be easier to show you this. Okay, so remember those 2 pillows were behind me on the couch. So now they're here, and yeah, okay. Those pillows over here in this corner were what I removed from the couch. Okay, so let's just do a full tour. You can't get the whole gist. You know, I told you I got to tell you all the whole thing. Okay, and it is at night, so this is nighttime lighting. Okay, let me do this real quick. I don't know, it's something about having that on as well to make it brighter. Okay, so this corner here is where I have my DIY shirt pillows. There's the extra blankets. I had to move my little elephant over there. Now I've given you a full tour of this room, but I think it probably at the time I did that tour was not as crisp as this one is per the lights, the lighting or whatever. Now over here, look, I added in some natural tree branches from outside just to add that warmth, because there behind it I have my little flower set up with some white flowers, and then a little pop of teal. I still have yet to put a picture frame or picture in that frame. I promise I'm going to do it. I am. And then, you know, I like symmetry. So on this side, I have this flower in also a white vase. Another picture frame that I'm going to put a picture in. And then in the silver container here, I just brought in some brown. That's my fall addition. Okay? Because right there I have some bright pink flowers, which is not going anywhere. Okay? So there's that. Okay? And here is the living room part of it with my new pillows. Okay, there's my plush white ones. There's the two gray ones. Gotta have some sparkle. And, you know, initially I had bought these gray silver ones as pillow covers from Hobby Lobby, thinking that they would fit on these because of that print right there. But they didn't fit. So I ended up covering up two other pillows that were on there. Anyway, so that's what it looks like. That's where I put the white fur at. And over there is where I put the gray one at. And then this is the pillow set up here. I actually had that little white pillow in my room on my bed. And I moved it here. So that's how it looks there. That's the coffee table still. Here's my fall DIY pumpkins and pine cones there. One of my family members, Thelma, said that every time I film a video, my little, she called him a rat, I think. But he's an elephant, Thelma. Look at him. He's reading a book. She says that he needs to be part of my videos because it always looks like, because I film from here, that he is in timeout. So I'm going to start turning him around if I can remember when I do my videos so he can be our guest. But here is the setup. Now let me show y'all something. You see in between the flower and that first picture frame, I've already carved out a space for my silver blingy counter holders that I have hope that I'm going to find. That is where they will go. Right there. Yep. I did it on both sides. See, a girl has faith, honey. And then my candles. So this is it. I'll give you another pan around view of the setup there. And cozy pillows over there. So we're in here lounging. They can throw those on the floor. That's the TV console area. You guys saw all of that before, but let's just look at it again. Because the quality of the first video wasn't that good anyway. And so I'm just redoing it again. Basically to show you the warmth in this room. Now let me see what it looks like if I turn off the chandelier. It looks like that. And then if I turn off this light, it looks like this with just the lamps on. I should have lit my candles for you. So this is the living room with the pillows and the coziness going on here. Oh my God, look at that. I laid under this one yesterday when I was in such dire pain with the headache, but oh my God, it's so warm. Let me tell y'all something. Look at the bling on this. Can you see that? That is true blingy in its best form. And then that's that. So this is the living room tour. All right. And again, my so-called DIY pumpkins for my fall. This is the most fall that'll be in this room. Is those pumpkins and those sticks over there that I added. And I don't know why that frame is looking gold, but it's not really gold. It's silver. I think it's because the lights are off. Okay, so that's the living room plushness of the items that I purchased for my fall decor. That's it. And now I will take you into the guest bedroom so that you can see the setup for that, so that she can go to sleep, okay? Because she is here. So let's look at that really fast. Okay, so this is the guest bedroom, and this is the tray that I added in here along with the warm blankie that goes so well with the pillows and such in this room. So you basically are getting like another freaking tour of the space. But this is the main attraction, right? Now, if you walked into this guest, let me see what it looks like with the lights off. Okay, you can still see it really well. So if you walked into this room and this was greeting you, oh my God, how nice would that be? How nice. Let's look at, let's see. I ended up bringing everything in here because if you are doing a guest bedroom as well and you want to make your guests feel excited, here's an idea for you. A tray of some sort or an area in the room, even if you had to use, say, the dresser to just house items, or in a basket, or there's many ways to make your guests feel invited. And in the drawers, I keep extra sheets, bath washcloths, and bath towels there for their liking. I'm also going to start a drawer in here for personal items, because again, this room only gets used if she comes home from out of town, or a friend of mine that lives out of town that comes in town sometimes. But, you know, so needless to say, you know, washcloths and towels, I'd like to put like personal things in there so that if they forget something, that's my next plan, that'll go in that drawer. And down there in that third drawer at the end, I'm thinking of putting like extra socks and, you know, little warm fuzzy stuff or whatever in here. And so, yeah, this is the guest bedroom for daughter and babies, and they can gladly enjoy all of their goodies over here, which of course she was so excited when she seen it. Like, Mama, oh my God, Mama, you did all that for us? So I was like, yeah, you know, if you want to snack on something, here it is. You know, and then they can just sit it to the side when they get ready for bed. So that's how that turned out. And stay tuned for my bathroom situation. I'm not done with that yet, but this is a guest bedroom. You're welcome, family, to come spend the night anytime you need to, okay? And that is that, you guys, okay? Okay, fam, I also wanted to add in a clip of the foyer area, because this is pretty much how it will stay until I begin my Christmas switch out, okay? So this is the foyer area that we basically DIY'd a lot of it, all of it actually together. And you'll notice again there I added some more sticks just for warmth. because I know I'm so blinged out. I need the warmth in my life. And so this is how it looks for right now. So you guys are getting some bonus stuff here, you know what I'm saying? That's because they love you, fam. All right, so let's go over here and look at it from here. That's how it looks from upstairs, and there you go. Oh my goodness, everybody's in town. That's the daughter from out of town right there from VA, my guest. That's my youngest one down there. My oldest grandson here. And that's King. And that's my granddaughter. Hey, mama, say hey. And then y'all know that one that be hiding over there all the time. Be hiding. All the time. Yeah, we're out at who is it? Chili's. Chili's. Okay. I guess I'll holler at y'all when I get to the house or somewhere. Yeah. Yeah. The camera, the one who runs the most. Look at her now. Look at her now. Look at her now. And that's Shane. She's Shane.